So if you are new here, this is one of the hottest podcasts in the world, the new black media. This is VoiceIt podcast. I am the hottest chef in the world, Chef Dave, your neighborhood chef dealer. We have a special guest today. What's your name, my brother?
YSWI$E.
Okay.
Yeah. And Wise is actually back, one of our guests from season 1.
Oh yeah.
So we actually are catching up with him today. He got a new project out, so,
That's
gotta get
right.
him back on.
You got to introduce yourself. Who are you?
Oh, yes, I'm Bode the Body. I am your favorite insurance agent and model of the And to my left,
it is Miss T Sippa, agent herself. How you guys doing?
It's your girl, KG.
Right. Put them cards
KG,
down. You
we
done got
in the
intrigued.
building.
Out.
Right.
I love this game. Anyways, it's just tonight's conversation. Y'all.
we'll get into that a little
course.
bit.
And we have.
Oh yeah, what's up with y'all, Coach T in the building, live in effect.
Come on, Coach
Oh,
T.
absolutely, absolutely. So I'm hoping y'all heard the song that we came in with. That's one of Wise's new songs. The Black Bruce Wayne, is that what it is?
That's right.
I really like that track. And after that, Aaron's interlude into that was really hard.
Nice, I
we gotta talk
appreciate it.
about that. So I'm gonna start off with the last time we saw you.
All right.
You had just left corporate America. You was like pursuing your passion in music. So tell us about that transition for you. Has it gone well? Did you go back into corporate America and decide to still do music, or are you still just doing the music thing?
Yeah, no, I feel like last time we spoke, I wasn't just now leaving work and going into like music full time. I did that though. Like I feel like me leaving corporate and I didn't do it to like start music. Obviously, it was just trying to figure out like what I wanted to do in general. You feel me? And so I did that, for 3 years. I didn't want to go back to corporate, but if you spend a lot more money when you're not working, you know what I'm saying? You don't realize it, but you feel me? Like,
It's true, I did
so
it too, so.
it was like, I didn't want to go back to work, but I mean, shit, you gotta get some money, you feel me? So I feel like, from that, it was like, the plan wasn't to keep like making music, but it was just like, I enjoy it. I feel like even when I didn't have or felt like I had to or trying to make it to do that, it was still something that I just enjoyed. And so, I feel like I've been back corporate 5 years. You feel me? So
Really?
hell yeah.
Okay.
So it's like I'll be like rapping and just do the work thing. Like I really just love rapping though. Like it ain't even about the. Oh, go ahead.
No, you good. I asked what you doing.
No, I was gonna say it ain't even really about like. I think it's redefining like what is successful, what is making it. I feel like a lot of times people say they want to make it. They want to make it's like, but what does that even mean though? You feel me? And I feel like right now it's like, one of my songs on the album is called What I Give. It's like everything I want, like I got. I'm chilling. Like it ain't even about like if I would have. It's almost like I heard like I'm a Money Man fan, like the rapper or whatever. So it's like it was one thing he said. That's right. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was like, if I ever got famous, I might stop rapping. You feel me? And I feel that. Yeah, it ain't even about that. You feel me? It's like you just enjoy it. Maybe like being famous doesn't mean that comes with peace. Like all the things you think you want don't mean it comes. It looks like you may get something that looks like something, but does it feel like what you want it to feel like? And so for me, it's like, I be like I just love rapping. I just like saying some cool shit. Like
So the space that you are in your life right now, what is making it look like to you?
Continuing to like, build wealth. I know that's like cliche to say, but I feel like want to do something that like brings income but feels like I'm in flow doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's what making it looks like. Having my own thing, you know what I'm saying? Being around people that I know that like are doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't just want to do it myself. Like I want to be around like other people that like got motion.
So with you in that mindset, is there anything else that you want out of your rap career?
Yeah, what?
Do you want fame?
Yeah. Nah, not
Not
necessarily.
even just the fame though. Like,
Like,
with
like
where you
accolades
at
and
now.
stuff.
Oh, not even accolades. Like,
Yeah.
because you sound like you at a comfortable space
Yeah.
when it comes to rapping. Like, it's
sure.
Or life
It's a
period,
hobby.
because you said everything
Yeah.
you got.
Yeah.
So it's just like, is there anything more that you
Yeah.
want with rapping?
Of course, like but it's not the pressure. I don't feel like I failed if I didn't get that though. Maybe that's the thing. So it's like, do I want more things? Absolutely. Like, I feel like if you're an artist, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're anything, like to get recognized by your peers, other people for the things you do, yeah, I mean, you like, who wouldn't want that?
Right.
But I don't feel like I'm not making that the barometer or meter for success.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
makes it fulfilling for you.
Yeah.
Like just being able to do it.
100%. 100%.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that.
So, what would you say inspired that album?
Just I feel like where I was, you know what I'm saying, in life, I feel like once again a lot of people say that, but you know, Till We Foreclose 3 for me is like you know, even when I start doing the series, you know, Till We Foreclose is the idea of like doing something until you can't do it anymore. I feel like maybe like 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying.
Because I was literally gonna ask that. I was
Yeah.
like, because when you think of foreclosure, you don't think of nothing that positive. So
No.
I wonder like where this spark came from.
Yeah.
Like
Nah,
So
for
say,
sure.
say that one more time.
Yeah, all right, nah, it's like doing something until you can't do it anymore. Like it's like Get Rich or Die
That's
Trying. Yeah, so it's like Till We Foreclose. You feel me? Obviously, you in real estate, you get the vibes. Yeah, like yeah, Till We Foreclose. So you know that's my whole thing, and the reason why I say it is because like when I quit work to figure out what I wanted to do, like you know I was in corporate for a while. I graduated, I had a pretty cool job. Like I had enough money saved up that I didn't work for 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't think like the plan was never to go back. I'm thinking like I'm smart, I'm pretty, pompous, you feel me? Like I'm thinking like, oh, I mean like me go broke, like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Like
yeah.
I got enough time, I got enough resources that I'm gonna make something shake.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I feel like what they say about athletes, most of them go broke in 3 years. You feel me? There's a reason why. Like they don't think they naive. Like I'm smart, I'm educated. You feel me? So it's like I had money saved up, and when did I go broke? In 3 years? You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't the plan. So it's like till we foreclosed. It's like even when I started working again, it was the idea of like, nah, I still love rap though. So it's like till we foreclosed, like I'll do it just until.
So when you went back corporate, was it the same thing that you were doing?
When I stopped, I was doing sales. I was in like chemical sales. And I started back, I'm in pharmaceutical sales. So it's still sales, but different industry.
I was going into pharmaceutical
what?
sales and pivoted. Like I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
oh,
not
really?
doing it. I did. I was gonna. That was my.
I'm sorry.
That's what I was going
Nah,
to
that's
do.
dope.
Yep.
That's
Are you
dope.
gonna keep going with that name until you foreclose?
Till we foreclose?
Yeah.
Man, that's a
Until
series.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the. Well,
Like, is it be a 4, 5, 6 until we foreclose, or would you eventually switch up the title to the album?
Probably
Yeah.
depend on the vibe, for real.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it like, will I do another one? Honestly, I plan to finish it with Till We Foreclose 3. I mean, I've done like 8 like full-length bodies of work. Like I got like 8 of them. So this is only the like 3rd Till We Foreclose, because I look at it like, I mean, I'm a
You
big
said you
fan
got
of like
8 albums total.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like, but it's 3 Till We Forecloses, and
Yeah.
only 2 of them are like actual like albums. You feel me? So, would I keep going with it? I don't know. Like I look at it like I grew up Wayne being my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, and it's like I like the dedication, and then hearing dedication too. You feel me? Or Carter 1, Carter 2, and I don't love it when something goes. I don't want to see like. I mean, shout out to like Fast and Furious. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I was good after 3. You
Yeah.
feel me, personally. So it's like my thing is like when it comes to, Till We Foreclose, I don't want to just do it just because it's a title and because people know me for it. I want to do it when I feel like I'm in that vibe, and that's my mindset at the time. Then it's like, all right, I'm good with another installment. So right now, I mean, I gave what I felt until we foreclosed 3. So
what would you say the space that you're in now? I know you got some new changes in your life and
Yeah,
everything,
for
but
sure.
the sound or the theme on this project, I like that it sounds like a grown man like talking about adult male things that I feel like black men should be doing at this age and everything, like family. Obviously, you just got married. Invested, like stuff like I hear those themes in there. So it's just
right.
like tell me about this space that you're in and how that relates to.
yeah.
project.
Yeah, I feel like that's just, I mean, yeah, the spot I'm in. I mean, people I hang around, that's the conversations I'm hearing right now. You feel me? I feel like, as an artist, you want to be a vessel of the things that surround you, and I feel like, I want to surround myself with people, things, that's going to like, inspire. Like I want to be inspired by the right things, and so I feel like, yeah, my homies they be investing. You feel me? I feel like as far as like traveling, like people that know me, I'm always talking about Black excellence and things like that. So I want everything I do to like. Obviously, I rap. Sound is my thing, so I want my shit to sound like Black excellence.
Yeah,
You feel me? Yeah.
I love that. What's your favorite on this project?
That's tough. It depends on the day.
I got to mine.
Yeah,
So,
Black
you know,
Bruce
if it's,
Wayne.
like, the same or not.
Maybe Aaron's interlude. I feel like what I give is up there too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice. I do like your hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want
I gotta see the track list because I got a couple.
Oh, yeah.
On this last one.
Word.
Let me
That's
pull up
what's
the
up.
track list real quick.
Have y'all heard it?
Yeah, we listened to
Word.
I just listened to it on the way over.
Word. All right, nah, that's
Pull
what's
up.
up. What you like on there? What y'all like on there?
I do like Aaron's interlude.
Okay.
And I think it's the second.
I like Hollywood.
Hollywood. Okay.
Booth on Fire is pretty smooth too,
All
and
right.
Nervous. Hollywood kind of sound like.
Yeah.
I feel like when you talk, it remind me of myself for real.
Word. That's what's up. Nah.
For real, when you talk.
You told me that before. Yeah.
I like Black Bruce Wayne.
Really?
Nah, that's what's
That
up.
one was cool. I like that one.
Hollywood is number 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hollywood.
but I didn't
Yeah,
realize.
Hollywood was smooth.
Nah, that's smooth.
Yeah. Okay, and so the last time you was with us as well, you were a single man that we knew about, right?
Right.
So now you're married and everything. I mean, your
That's
wife's
right.
literally on the cover art. So
That's
how
right.
was that, like, the preparing to get married or propose and getting married, like starting a life together? Did that play a part of this project and her influence in the project? How does she correlate into this new
Project.
Yeah, for sure. I know she's sitting out there probably. She listening to the hardest right now. Yeah. She listens to my song. I know what she about to say. Yeah. A lot of it, honestly. Like I feel like just from and I give her credit, for this is like, for me rapping, I know like prior to her, like I rap, I can rap very aggressive. You feel me? And I feel like the thing is, when it comes to like enjoying music and tastemakers, a lot of times people say women are the tastemakers, you know what I'm saying, in music. If women like it, guys gonna like it. You feel me? So my thing is like me rapping is like I want my music to be in a lot of different spaces. I don't want it just to be my homies like it, you feel me? And it's like, but some of it could be too aggressive. You feel me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
when you say too aggressive, are you saying like how you rapping or the things you talking
nah, not how I'm rapping. Maybe talking about similar things, but it's how you say it, how it comes across, right? Like I think there's like several ways to say the same thing. So I don't want to lose the aggression. I don't want to lose the like approach. I just want to, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure like when something is being said, everything is like, it's like, how to explain it? It's a way like when things, whether you're watching something on TV, taking in certain art, there's certain things that you, like hit you very aggressive or things that like are very smooth. Like, you feel me? It's hard to explain,
No,
but
I get it, 'cause
yeah.
you kind of said it the first time. Like it's multiple ways to say something.
Exactly.
So like, did she like mention that to you? Like, oh, I think you can say this a little bit.
Nah.
Like, how did she influence you
For sure.
changing that?
Yeah, nah. I mean, my thing is like, obviously, like I want to be around people I could be myself around. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a situation where it was like, oh, I don't, you know what I'm saying, like the music, or could you not say this, or could you not say that? You know, if anything, it's like, this my woman, this my lady. You feel me? So my thing is like, I want to make sure you respect it. I can't expect people to respect you more than I respect you. You see what I'm saying? And so my thing is just kind of like, so for me, it was like, obviously I was rapping when I met you, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, is there anything that you feel like, shit, like, is there anything that's too aggressive for you that you don't like? And I was, maybe like one or two things, but it wasn't like, don't say this, don't say that, don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
have you ever played anything for her and she be like, not like to the aggressive point, but she just like, nah, this kind of trash. Or,
I ain't feeling that.
Yeah, I mean, she never said it was trash. Like, I feel like,
not trash, but
you know,
she
I've been,
for it.
yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you take it?
Yeah, how does her feedback matter? Like,
How does it
You
matter?
like, nah, you ain't hearing it right.
Nah, I mean, I feel like it depends. It depends on what it is. You feel me? Like, so one, like, she an artist too. Like, when it comes down to like the Aaron Interlude video or the Black Bruce Wayne video, I mean, she shot that and edited it. You feel me? So yeah. So my thing is like, obviously, when you're talking to another artist or y'all having a conversation, it's just like if somebody's presenting something to you, nobody's ever presenting something to you they think is ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? I mean, that's crazy. So I feel like a lot of times too, you got to realize like, when people give you something, they may be like, "Oh, I'm not finished yet," but a lot of times they be the final form. You feel me? And they just don't want to. They just don't want to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yeah, it's been times it's like, I mean, it doesn't happen often, but she may say she may not like something or it may not be her favorite. You know what I'm saying? But you know, for me, it's like for me, it's like I love criticism though. Like I wouldn't want somebody to tell me everything. I know everything I do isn't good. Like it can't be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if she told me everything I do is good, I would start to feel like she just was trying to protect my. You know what I'm saying? I don't need somebody that's gonna protect me. That's gonna make me better. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, like pivoting from your music, last time you had just kicked off your book club, the Black Rose Book Club. How has it grown since, and how can we be a part of that?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Bet. That's it. That's an interesting one. So, still be reading. As far as the Black Rose Book Club, that's kind of slowed down. But obviously, I do the corporate thing, so it's like I actually, let the book club for work. You feel me? So, yeah, like so we for the region, I did the book club. We did Atomic Habits. You know what I'm saying? And it's like because I don't know that. I mean, they know I be reading. They asked me to do it, and I was like, damn, it's a smooth little vibe. So,
Can you do it with your coworker?
yeah, I did. I did. We just finished the book, but. Nah, we're gonna get back to the reading. I mean not get back to it, but maybe making it more of a thing for sure. But yeah, right now maybe just pause it because I feel like here's the deal: things look cool, being honest, but it's like when you talk about consistency and people want to lock into a book, then it's not always in how I am. I could be better at it. I don't do a lot of like waiting around for people, so it'd be like if I'm on it and I want to do it, I'm going to throw it out there. You could join me, but I'm not going to stop if you're not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Respect. So what's the last book you read?
I would say probably Atomic Habits. Read that again. Yeah.
How often are you reading?
Right now, not as often as I once was. I'd say maybe a couple times a week, but not like, before. Yeah, I was on it. You know what I'm saying? I did like 32 books in a year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, these not baby books. Like we was getting to it. But I feel like
Cat Williams books. Okay.
Yeah, let me get the but yeah, I feel like the books to me it was I didn't want to get in a situation where I was reading so much and just saying, "Oh, I read this book. It was like at some point I had to like start applying and be exactly. And so I didn't. So at that point, I feel like you can become one of the people that like read a lot of books, watch all the inspirational shit on YouTube, do all this. All the positive things.
So that means you read a lot of self-help books. You don't read like nonfiction.
No. Oh no, I read all but mostly nonfiction. I read a little bit of fiction, but typically if it's fiction, it's still gonna have like some kind of underlying. I enjoy reading. But I enjoy other forms of entertainment as well. Okay. So I don't personally I don't use the books for like that part of entertainment. So a lot of times it's like the nonfiction is like that's what. Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 book clubs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not doing that, but I would say like yeah. So that's kind of what I'm on.
All right. Well, you sticking around because we got some topics to get into. Any other questions?
Well, we did wanted to know if there was any kids in your future.
Oh yeah.
I got another music question. I don't mean to veer too much back in.
No, I mean, this is what I like.
So I was listening to it. Like I said, I was listening to it on the way over here.
Right.
I was kind of trying to get a feel for like who like I don't want to say who. it's a cliche to ask who inspired you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But,
for
like,
sure.
More so stylistically, I'm trying to ask like, who?
Would you compare yourself to?
Not even like who do you like? Like, do you pattern yourself after anybody, or like do you like not even to say you can?
No, I
compare,
get what
like,
you're
context,
saying.
but like the way you sound,
Right.
like sounds like a select few artists, and not like in a generic sense.
Nah,
but,
for
like,
sure.
It sounds like a few like elite artists like Drake or J. Cole, and not to say like I said like context or like scheme or nothing, but just like the way the music sound, like the way the music hit your ear. And I guess I was kind of curious, is that intentional, or like do you consider yourself like a conscious rapper in that space, or like
Yeah.
is it more free? Like, do you have other sounds too that like differ? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, 100%. I guess maybe just before I answer, who I guess you mentioned a few names, but is it like
It was
who would
giving
you
me,
say?
it
Yeah,
was giving me like Drake, J. Cole, maybe like a
Little Jay-Z in there. I think the sound of the music.
I was getting like, it was melodic, but not really melodies though. It was rapping over like it was really giving me Drake. I ain't gonna lie, like a Drake J. Cole kind of mix on like
Right.
how it sounded, like, you know what I'm saying, sonically, and not to consider, like I said, the context of what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
for
obviously,
sure.
like,
A lot of
hey,
people
yo,
just
you
get
got
on
flow.
beats, but your music does, like, the music part sounds very good, like melodic, like he said. That's why I was like, who produced that track? Too?
yeah.
Cause I rode to the whole album. Like, it probably took me
For sure.
about 45 minutes to get here from where I was.
Nah,
at,
that's
so
lit.
I rode to the whole album.
Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like any one or two, except for the black what's it, the Black Bruce Wayne. That one stood out to me.
For sure.
But the whole album, like, in its entirety, kind of skated through. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't skipped nothing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
nah,
I kind of
hey.
just listened to it.
For
And
sure.
like for minutes, like I would get distracted on my phone, or like I might get distracted in my thoughts, and then I tune back in, and it'll be a different sound, but it'll be very like
In the same
intertwined
lane, yeah.
sonically. You get what I'm saying?
Nah.
And usually when people make albums, they make them to sound like that, like in its entirety, like to go together and flow together. And I was wondering like if that was intentional, or like you said, like was you just kind of in that vibe, and that's how it like produced itself on the music, or
Nah, man. Well, first off, I feel like that's probably like one of the best compliments I got. Like, that's why I ain't want to cut you off. Like, shit, keep going. Like, I'm listening.
yeah, nah,
You feel me?
You go to the studio
Yeah, I'm like, damn, man, I got another one on the way if anybody cares. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, 'cause I had never heard your music before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or maybe I did for a minute when you came on the show
Yeah,
last year or whatever.
for sure.
but I had never really like listened to a project.
sure.
But bro had sent the link to me earlier, and I listened to it because I kind of wanted to have some,
Of
like,
course.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Little shit to talk about. But more so, as I didn't expect to listen to the whole album. I was gonna listen to a couple songs,
for sure.
and then just so I could
Hey,
say, like,
let's be
And
honest.
not even to, I mean, be rude, but like I feel like when you listen to local artists, you
Yeah.
kind of have that mindset. Like you don't expect
sure.
it to really be like a vibe the whole way through.
Nah, like,
And then, like you said, just listening to it, like I felt the same way. I'm like, yo, this joint really smooth.
hey, that's what, hey,
And
that's
it's
hard.
not
Like you
even
said,
like-
you get distracted and you come back in and you're like, oh, okay. Like
And I
I
was
had
just
to
about to
pause it when
say,
I went
bro.
in to get some food. Like,
Right.
I
Yeah,
don't
oh,
want-
damn, hey,
Right.
I think the
yeah.
craziest thing about it too is that like a lot of times with music, you really go off what it sounds like.
For
'Cause,
sure.
Like I said, I don't really remember too many of the lines or too many of the words, but
Of
like
course.
I remember it sounding clean, and I remember it sounding like it flowed smoothly together, like
For
throughout
sure.
the whole thing. And that kind of is what, for me at least, makes me listen to new music. Like,
Damn, yeah.
especially like music
sure.
by artists that I don't really know or not familiar with. Like,
Right.
it gotta sound, like it has to sound appealing.
Like it was mastered, you know, like
Yeah, like it
people
sound
be
professional,
local
like.
artists, but it
Nah,
just be
for sure.
sounding.
And not even so, like I said, like the
Logo.
context. Like I could probably go listen to it again and probably catch more of the lines and more of the,
Nah,
like, the
for sure.
bars and shit. But as far as like how the music sounded, how it was produced, how your voice sounded on the track, like the way your pace was, you know what I'm saying? It just,
Dude, first of all, I'm gonna say this, man. Like, everything you saying, like, I appreciate that. And I ain't being funny, like,
Nah, for sure.
because I feel like everything you saying was 1,000% intentional.
That's what I was curious about.
To like every little detail, man. Like, obviously, like people that know me, man. Like, if I enjoy something, man, I get like obsessive, like over it. Like, you feel me? And so like and I'm somebody too, like I could be on a lot of different things at one time. Like obviously, like I could be on the books, go crazy on that for a while. Then when I'm on the Legos, like I go dumb with the Legos, you feel me? And so like when it came to the music, it's like that was actually something for me that once I started doing it, I actually like loved it and I continue doing it. And it's like, if I do it, I want to be the best, not even cliche, but I'm gonna look up. So people you name, like Drake, I feel like I was listening. I mean, everybody probably grew up listening to Drake, but like I remember when people was asking what I'm listening to, and I'm like, oh, this guy named Drake. Probably people didn't know who it was, but when I liked his projects, especially like the earlier ones, there were no skips though. Like whether you like the song or not, you acknowledge that the song
The
was
artistry,
hard.
exactly,
Yeah, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? And so it's like, and so number one, that's the thing. So when I started doing like music, that's why like it's hard for me just to drop a single because I feel like I want to show range. Like I feel like it's not easy to drop a single, but you can get lucky and have one. You don't get lucky and have an album. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like that's why like 8 albums to me at this point is like, yeah, you see this one like ride smooth, but that was the intent from project number one. You know what I'm saying? Like I always wanted, bodies of work, a body of work, whatever, that like from start to the end, like you press play and that shit just ride. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's some highs, it's some lows. Like, I want you to listen to my music. It sounds like a movie. Like, when you watching a movie, it's like, they may hit you with an action scene early. You know what I'm saying? And then they kind of slow it down, introduce the characters, and then it crescendos, like, there's something crazy, and then it lets you off smooth, but it ended with a punch. So if we talking about Until We Foreclose 3, it's like, it come in something slight. I'm just setting the tone, like, I'm going to give you some bars. It's clean. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to rap to you, let you know I'm rapping. But go ahead.
That's
That's
what I
another
felt
thing
at
I was
Interlude to Black Bruce Wayne.
Nah,
That was
for
the
real.
climax right
Yeah,
there. And
nah,
I was
literally,
like,
that
yeah.
intentionally.
That's
I
another
pay
thing I was
attention.
wondering, bro. Like, do you dumb down your dialect at all? Like, for the palette?
Oh, I mean, yeah, for sure, you got to. I feel like the thing is like, it's not even, I would say, dumbing it down, but I feel like there, once again, is like, to your point in being intentional, to me, all of it is intentional. I feel like there's so many different type of artists too. You got the artists like, let's take Jay-Z and Nas, right? Both are very talented, but two different approaches. Nas is going to rap so much, and he's going to show you that
He
on
gonna
your
make you
best
catch
day,
up, exactly.
you probably can't rap like me. You know what I'm saying? And so the listener, you enjoy dissecting it and stuff, but it's really hard to rap along with them. You got somebody like Jay-Z, where it's like, after listening to a few times, I'm gonna sing along with you. I'm gonna know it. And it's like, it's not saying that one person rap better. It's a different style. Obviously, take Kendrick and Drake. Like with Kendrick, it's hard to rap Kendrick shit back to him. They're like on most songs because he's saying so much. It's a lot of words. Whereas Drake, you listen to Drake, it's a sing along. And so my thing is this kind of, he said what?
In his new song, he's like, "Baby girl."
Yeah.
Like,
and so you
everybody
remember
saying
stuff
it,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah. Like, and so for me, I wanted
That's a good way.
I wanted that approach. Like I would rather like be, so I want people to know the song, but at the same time, I want to still layer it with enough where it's like, if you're a casual listener, you could zone out, zone back in, and it still sounds good. But if you really love rap, if you want to pay attention, I'ma still rap to you for real. You know what I'm saying?
Can I challenge you, though?
No,
So,
absolutely.
Like, I like rap.
Yeah.
And like I was saying, as I was listening to the project, it
sure.
sounded good, but I couldn't really recollect too many lines, standout lines.
Okay.
But sitting here having a conversation with you, I can tell you're very like intellectual and like you got a deep vocab and shit of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So
he reads.
I guess the question I'm asking you is like, do you think you do yourself a disservice or your real potential fans a disservice by like dialing back the skill set for the like
That's
more
a
general?
These are great
question.
questions. Nah, for
Because
sure.
I like rap. You know what I'm
So
saying?
who do you like then? Like,
I like Wayne.
Okay.
I like Biggie.
yeah.
If we going newer, I like Rio, the young OG. I think like he's ignorant as hell, but like his schemes are like
Yeah, no, I love a good
crazy.
yeah,
You
for
know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, rap is supposed to be entertaining, I think. You know what I'm
1,000%.
saying? Especially if you love it. You
Yeah.
feel me? So it's like
Yeah.
when I listen to music, I want to be entertained, and it's like when I was hearing your shit, I could respect the artistry, but I wanted more. You know what I'm saying? And I knew, and like I said, like I wouldn't have said this had I not sat here and talked to you.
Absolutely,
For the last 30 minutes.
yeah.
But like I said, I could tell you a smart brother. So it's like,
Right.
I think for other smart brothers, like you kind of owe it to us to like rap. At least on a couple
That's
tracks.
right.
That boy hold you accountable.
Nah, for real. Nah, listen,
He
I respect
said,
that though.
look,
Like,
J.
yeah,
Cole.
no, for sure.
Come on,
Respect.
You trying to
'cause
hold
like-
they
Yeah.
want you to be on your Nas
Just-
shit.
Yeah, nah,
Not
that's
even
what.
on Nas shit,
But that's
just
what I
like
be
the
thinking
people-
about. Those type of artists like Nas, J. Cole, for sure.
I feel like a
But
lot
I
of
Yeah.
get
times.
totally what you were saying about that, because
Yeah.
the whole Nas and Jay-Z.
I just feel like a lot of times, like a bunch of talented people or artists specifically, like kind of reserve themselves for the public. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, I don't think that's what makes great artists great artists. I think like the greatest artists or the best artists are the ones that like make the public conform to the art. You know what I'm
Yeah.
He
saying?
wants you to make that music that go over
Boy,
their head.
T on one
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah,
But he's
nah.
correct. And that's an
I'm
ode
listening.
to, I think, your generation, too, that
Yeah,
you
nah,
like,
he snapped. I
like you
respect
created
it.
a whole project, like
Yeah.
you say, like, they don't do that in this new school. Like, it's just, singles and singles, but to create a whole project, I think that's an ode to, like, you know, the generation you come from. And I
Yeah.
appreciate that out of artistry more than anything, because, again, I want to be able to press play and ride to the next city, state,
Yeah,
whatever.
I think I like to hear a couple tracks where you challenge yourself. You know what I'm saying?
So when you saying rap,
Like you sounded comfortable on that album. Like
Yeah.
that was your bag,
Get a little-
which is cool.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't, like I said, I ain't never heard the music
I do
before,
get what he's saying.
but I
though.
feel like you could
Okay.
probably like put a couple tracks in there like for me. Or,
that
like,
real,
for us,
that's
like-
just really like,
where
like
you
rap,
where
nigga,
you
yeah,
really
like-
man, it's like okay, like you just reach
Like
there
maybe
there for the
like
one time.
I listened to the whole
Yeah.
track. I mean, I listened to the whole album and like I ain't skipped no songs, but I also didn't replay no songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like by
yeah.
the time I got
But would you
here,
go back now?
honestly,
Yeah.
I would listen to Black
Bruce Wayne.
I would listen to that again maybe.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't listen to nothing else. Like nothing else stood out to me like go back and play.
I'm
me.
going back and I'm listening to I like Hollywood, Aaron's interlude, and Black Bruce Wayne. Those
Sometimes you gotta go back and give.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not
you
saying,
gotta get
I'm
your
not
shit
saying I
sorted
wouldn't go
out.
back.
Too.
I'm not saying I wouldn't go back and listen to the album again. I'm saying like right now, like sitting here
just
in this
off the
chair.
top.
A
Like
song.
you
Yeah,
asked me
yeah,
that
yeah,
question.
yeah.
Like the only song that I would get back in the car and be like when I'm riding back home tonight.
For
like,
sure.
You
The
gonna
only
play
song on
that
that album I'm gonna probably play. I mean, maybe after this I might play it again.
Yeah, man, you
But,
can
like,
play it again.
Instinctively though,
But
the
nah,
only
yeah,
song
for
I was
sure,
like
for
resonating
sure.
on
Yeah.
was the black
Bruce
tell me
Wayne.
the name. Black Bruce Wayne.
And
Black
it sounded
Bruce Wayne.
yeah. Have you ever thought
Huh.
just to pivot because we do have to wrap this up, but just to pivot, it sounded also like it could be on a soundtrack to a movie like you spoke to earlier about like. So have you ever thought about doing music in that lane? Because there's so many like we talk about the big artists, but there's so many
Right.
lanes in music that you know
Yeah.
can enter. Have you ever thought about that?
No,
or
I
if
would
you
want
haven't, I
to.
guess I challenge you to think about
Okay, no, I mean, once again, hey, all challenges,
Yeah.
you know, accepted.
it.
Yeah,
We'll be back on season 3.
yeah, you know, yeah, nah, for sure. Like, I want to, you feel me? Obviously, like, I look at when I'm rapping, I want to, write a movie, so to speak. But it's like, yeah, to be scored in a movie and to have scenes like that, it's like, yeah, like, most definitely, I would want that. I feel like, to your point about, rapping and really rapping like that, like, I feel like it's two things. First off, I got you. That's
sure,
I can
yeah.
do that.
I
That's
already
like,
knew that. Yeah, I said that in your grill.
but then I'm gonna say this too. My thing is just like when it comes to the art too and making things palatable, it's like a lot of times people really want somebody to go in, right?
Mm-hmm.
It may only be 5% of people that really want that. And so my thing is just kind of like, I don't mind giving it, to that because it's not about giving it for everybody. But I know you got to feed those people too.
Yeah,
but I
it's
feel
a
like
song
at-
too.
How do
You
you
know what I'm
know?
saying?
How do you know
How
that
do you lean
it's
into-
not more people that feel like that?
So no, and there may be. No, I'm not saying it's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying so. My thing is to your point of people that like not modeling yourself after, but maybe taking inspiration from. Like I'm a big Drake fan. You feel me? And so my thing is like I want Drake to rap more. Like some of the singing is not bad.
Like you sound like
Yeah,
Drake.
Drake, the singing to me is cool. Like, it's some of my favorite songs with him where he is melodic. But most definitely,
sure.
like I want him to like, cause he can bar up, but I understand he gotta feed a lot of people though. Like God's Plan was one of his biggest songs. I didn't love God's Plan. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it wasn't for me.
Some of the hardest Drake songs is the earlier.
No,
earlier
most
Drake.
definitely.
When the nigga was
Dreams,
rapping,
Money,
bro,
Kabah. Like if we talking about just songs, like I feel that, but I also know like who is he? Where is like when you think about it too? Where is my music being played at? So like I could play Hollywood in more places. Like if I'm just barring up in a song, that's cool. people may listen to their car, you know what I'm saying, time to time, they really want that. But at the same time, it's like, you're not just playing that at the spot. There's not many places where the replay value of that is going to be played a lot, like in general. But that's just
So
me.
you thinking artistically, like making the music being able, like you said, being played in multiple places and not just like, oh, this is hard. Like,
No, I want it to still be hard. Like I'm not trying to make songs for the radio or for it to be that. But at the same time, it's like, to your point about cadence, delivery, how it sounds. Like I think about all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even when I wrote this, it's like I wrote it and did it so it's easier to perform. So as far as like pacing, breath work, all that, it's like all of these songs I could perform live on the spot. No, like I don't need background music. I could throw the beat on, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like a lot of songs that people record is like, you rapping so hard and you gotta do a lot of punches that therefore you can't perform it live. You see what I'm saying? And so it's like, for this, and I had in mind, like, I'm going to perform it live. You feel me? And so it's like, when you're recording something with the intent of knowing what you want the end goal to be, it's a different process sometimes of writing it and recording it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying this to defend myself in a sense, but it's just explaining, giving insight. Yeah. So the whole thing, if you listen to it, is like it flow, but I can also rap all those things, and it was meant for people to be able to like rap it with me. But to your point, yeah, I mean, I could get in that bag though. I mean,
basically you saying that like you can serve a cheeseburger anywhere, but it's like you can't serve caviar everywhere.
No, I 1,000%.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Blondie.
Speaking of performing,
Right.
Is it out of pocket to ask you to like spit some or?
No, I mean, I rap.
What do you do?
Let's see. I'm low key. I'm probably dolly just eating day and this, and then she love me. I'm singing to her like Temptations. I'm not famous, local legend. I might change it. Niggas know me and owe me money, but short change it. Call me homie and do me dirty. I wouldn't change it. Tight circle. I sat back and rearranged it. I embrace it. If you want it, you gotta claim it. Write it down. You really want it, you gotta name it. Marathon with niggas wanting some motivation. Drop classics. Niggas keep me in rotation. On the move, I stay switching my location. Money good, a nigga beating the inflation. I been patient, nigga building a foundation. Black rose when niggas was really clout chasing. Drop gems and paint pictures like illustration. I'm really him, I never needed no validation.
Yeah.
It's wise.
Yeah, one of them.
really,
I remember,
Yeah.
I think it was in Charlotte where you did
his money back right, y'all.
where I was serving the food.
Yeah.
Did you? What album was that?
Paradise.
You didn't do that for this?
Do what? I didn't come up here for that?
No,
you
you
mean?
did the.
No, that was
Situation.
Cabernet, the last one, but that was the ladies.
No, but he did like a party for the Paradise album.
Yeah. Oh, I did. Oh, you saying that like a little
yeah,
event?
yeah.
No, I mean, cause
Like a listening party.
yeah, listening party.
That
Yeah,
joint was dope.
Nah. First of all, I appreciate you coming out down. People fuck with the food, bro. No, for sure. Like, nah, it was for
dope.
sure.
We appreciate you giving us a little, 1-2 freestyle and coming up here. We're going to pivot a little bit because I know we got some tea to sip with Asia. And then also we just want to catch up because it's been a while.
It's been a second.
It's been a second. Oh, I did want to ask, since we brought up like the faves of like Drake or like, whatever. The beef has kind of resurfaced. Kendrick just did a little Super Bowl performance, right? Not little.
Yeah,
No
not
slight to Kendrick, because that fans is crazy. But what's your opinion on the whole beef? Do you like Kendrick's music too? Because I know you say you like Drake.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate Kendrick's music.
Which artist would you say is like one?
Like,
Okay, who
do I
won
think
the beef?
won?
Let's get your answer on who won the beef. Who won the
Yeah, okay, so nah.
beef?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I jump out there and say, Drake won the beef, I lose credibility. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Let's just come clean.
real.
Yeah, right.
You
Like,
gotta be honest.
but
Okay.
I feel like my thing is, it was like, I don't know. I feel like it was what it was. Like, Kendrick makes good music. Kendrick's a great artist. Kendrick is one of them ones. Like, when in any era you put him in. So my thing is just kind of, Kendrick really be rapping, and I feel like at the end of the day, once again, it comes down to like Kendrick and Drake. They both rap. Therefore, their music is typically played in two different places, in two different spaces.
Yeah.
And so I feel like when y'all trying to put them together and try to make it who's over who,
Right.
that I don't know if that's the right, like, what does that serve?
It doesn't.
I think Drake did it to himself though.
I mean,
It's like I feel like Drake kind of like the
Nah.
cool kid in high school who go battle the like the little nerdy kid, not knowing the little nerdy kid can really whoop your ass though. You know what I'm saying?
he's like, he looked
But I don't think so.
Kung
Like
Fu
I really
Kitty got
think Drake
off.
is really the loser kid for real. Like he's really the cornball. Like deep
Yeah,
down.
he is, but
That's
it's
why
like
he's so
now,
sensitive too.
now he cool though. Like you know what I'm saying?
He's
Like-
far away from cornball at this point. But
Yeah,
you
and
saying
now in
look,
his life.
Nah,
How
he's
is he
still
far away
corny.
from
He's
cornball?
still corny
Because
as
I
hell.
mean, like
I get what
somebody
you're
from
saying.
Like
Artist
he's
aside,
not-
though,
he's not
like,
made-
aside from
He's
his
a
music.
cool guy now.
But
Oh,
Kendrick
right.
isn't like.
So wait,
Oh, you saying
what
in
makes
comparison to
somebody
Kendrick?
cool though?
I'm not saying in comparison to Kendrick.
Well, I'm
I
just
don't know
saying,
if make
like,
him
to
cool,
me,
but I do know he
Kendrick,
make him
to
corny,
me,
though.
to me, I would say Kendrick is the one that's like, you know, the to himself type of guy, whatever the case may be. But I think he gets the like cool points from, because I guess where he come from and like who, you know.
I think authenticity
I
makes
agree.
you the most cool.
yeah,
Nah,
maybe that.
a 1000%.
And I think Kendrick is way more authentic than Drake.
Yeah.
But I
He's at the
think
core.
Drake is multifaceted, and so he plays in those lanes.
Niggas are actor.
And
Right.
I think for like our culture or whatever, like those things are looked at as like that's not true hip hop. That's not true. Like, but why shouldn't he play to his gifts?
All right, can I expound on that? Because I slick like feel that way a little bit too.
Yeah.
Like my thing is like a lot of times people want to criticize something, but they couldn't do it themselves if they tried.
Yeah.
Sure,
And so
for
my
sure.
thing is like when I hear Drake rap in different dialects or accents and stuff like that, that shit's not easy to do. And my thing is it's debatable if however people want to feel about it, but let their culture be decide. For me to say you shouldn't do that because their culture is like, let them be the one to say he can't do
defend
it.
I mean, when
You
you,
know
say
what I'm
that,
saying?
and you think about it, that's very true. Because, like you said, if you just tell another rapper to try to do the same thing, they'll probably
They
say,
can't, yeah. So it's like, and if he's doing it and they like he makes Spanish music and it's playing in Spanish, he will listen to it. Then what's the issue?
Yeah.
Like it's just like he's getting money over there. If you could, would you not?
Right.
And so my thing is, it's only if he going around claiming that he's Spanish, then yeah, that's crazy.
But if it's just an ode to the Spanish folks,
yeah,
then
like
shit.
if I'm in the UK for a while and I've been there vibing and I got homies over there and I could rap like that,
Right.
hey,
I'ma
stay
make a
tuned.
track.
Gonna make
You
it
know
more
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
the Super Bowl performance, I feel like a lot of people had mixed reviews about it. You either you loved it or you didn't.
That's
like it. I
not,
feel
yo,
like
it was
it's-
fire.
You liked it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
hard. I
agree.
mean,
I thought so.
I mean,
too.
my thing is like my only criticism with it is like, which is none to Kendrick, but Kendrick be rapping for real, and it's a big arena. Like, so it's not easy unless you know the song. It wasn't easy to hear everything he was saying, but that's not on him because he was rapping. I mean,
And
he
if
knew
you
what he
didn't
was
know
saying.
GNX, because it was a lot of GNX.
Yeah.
songs. And it's like if you don't know that project, which a lot of people in that stadium didn't.
Exact-
We at home was loving it. but in
Right,
that stadium,
right.
They was a little confused.
But that was also on purpose though.
I think so. Yeah.
He did that very
for
much
sure.
on purpose. Like
Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah, I mean, even though I may prefer to listen to somebody's music more, it doesn't mean I'm oblivious and I'm naive to like what's going on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Some normal people. You go on the internet, you can think
Nah,
you're
yeah.
like.
Get into the team.
Well, first I would like to say R.I.P. to Angie Stone. I believe that they said that she died in a car accident.
Yeah.
18 will hit her Sprinter van.
Yeah.
They said she was the only one that had like 5 to 8 people, right?
That passed?
I think so.
I didn't even hear that.
Really?
I think so. 'cause
I heard somebody say that the other day.
they were saying that she was the only one that actually passed away, which
They say it's a little
when it's your time,
iffy.
when it's your
That's
time
when
to
you
go,
start
it's
thinking
your
about
time
the
to go.
conspiracy
Yeah,
theories.
they are
It's like-
coming out.
But there's a conspiracy theory
They
with
want
almost
a
every
conspiracy,
single
right?
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like,
We gonna
yeah,
get to the
people
bottom
got
of
that
it.
accident every day, bro.
But Angie put it out actually, so it's not even just the people. She the one who went live and was saying all this stuff about her. Yeah, you missed it, T.
I missed that one, but
I did.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
but I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
some things I pay attention to, some things I don't, like with the plane crash.
She was
and
like,
said
who
that's-
knows what they'll do to me to not give me this money.
Yeah,
She.
yeah, no,
Lord
she.
have mercy.
But it could possibly be but if there's 5 to 8 people in the van and
Yeah,
you're
she
the
was
only
the only
one
one.
that passed,
That is
and you're the
crazy.
most famous person on the van,
Yeah.
it's a
It is crazy. It's just like how.
Yeah.
Like, what was she sitting at?
Well, some people don't. Maybe everybody else had a seatbelt on, or maybe she was the only one who didn't. That happens every day.
True.
Or maybe
My
he
dad
was
was
just a
a
soldier on the crime
firefighter. He
scene.
said, "You be the one without a seatbelt. You be the one to go." Very nice.
Well, speaking of RIP, the guy that passed away that was online for Omega Sci-Fi.
The college student.
The college student. I can't.
Oh, he
remember.
passed away like pledging, like trying to cross.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
damn. Was
Yeah. They were saying they were hazing.
Yeah, what was this?
What school was
What's
that?
the,
Right.
I don't know if they released the school, but they just
No,
kept
they did.
saying-
I can't remember what school
I
it
couldn't
was,
find
though.
the school. All I
He
could
was in
see.
a band and all.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Caleb Wilson. That's what his name is.
Y'all know what
Caleb
state it
Wilson.
was? What state it was?
Wow, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
They won't have a
That's
line
wild.
at that
It was
school.
it was
No,
late.
no,
It was
black.
late night.
No,
Nah,
they're
they
like
done.
Nolan Void girls.
Was he black?
The line is gone.
Yeah, he was black.
I mean, the whole thing, the organization is gone.
Yeah, it was
Oh, it was
late
Southern.
night.
It was Southern University, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Southern University.
that's
It was
crazy.
So
Southern
what
University.
were they doing?
They didn't say specifically, but they said that they were
Yeah.
performing something, and,
Yeah.
and basically like he was the one that unfortunately didn't make whatever. And so people are trying to be like, well, did he have health issues? Was he already going through something before? Blah blah blah. But
All right.
nonetheless, Omega Sci-Fi is done at Southern University. It is no more Omega Sci-Fi. They probably won't ever have another line.
That's
But I think that same thing happened with the.
I mean, sometimes they do come back. Just take
Yeah,
years.
maybe like
and-
20
Yeah, I better say it's gonna be some.
Maybe like
years
it's
ago.
crazy.
No,
No,
it's
it's
somebody
not.
died,
It's the
though.
same thing
That's-
that happened at
That ain't the
UNCG.
same as somebody just getting
Yeah.
What
hurt.
happened at UNCG?
The Delta Sigma Thetas don't exist at UNCG no
Yeah.
more. And
Oh.
and
What is it? Winston-Salem? Yeah.
Winston-Salem University too. They cut that shit. It's gone.
How long ago did this
And the
happen?
same thing happened with the Kappas at A&T. The Kappas at A&T came back probably a couple of years ago, and they were done since 2004. So it takes us a long ass time for these lines to. It takes a long time for these
Oh, you're not supposed to be
fraternities and sororities to come back.
I was
Tell me up.
But You're I've been cussing up a storm this whole time.
These motherfuckers.
But moving on, who watched the fight the other night?
You
Who?
know I watched
and
the
I feel like
Who
Rose
didn't
really
watch
won
the
that
fight?
shit. And then he
Oh yeah, how you
Whoa,
feel
whoa, whoa,
about that?
Whoa!
You
You
said
said
right.
what?
Let's
I
talk
was
Roach.
asking T how
And the
he
only
feel
reason
about
they
it.
didn't
What's
win
a roach
that's
to
why
a
they
tank?
gave him a draw. That's why they gave him
Since
a draw.
when
I
does a
love
roach
Tank.
be the
Baby,
tank?
I love Tank.
You know, Buddy and Jackson are tank
Well,
It
fiends.
doesn't even matter, but he
I
didn't
was
win.
looking-
He didn't
It
look
was
like
a
the best
draw,
fighter.
and he won.
He
That's why they
handled
called
his
it a
own,
draw.
but he definitely didn't win. Win is
No,
crazy.
he didn't because it was a draw. But if there was a winner,
But even if it wasn't a draw,
would've been him.
and it
Was
wasn't
he-
two judges
It would've been
hating
him.
on Tank, it wouldn't have been
No,
him.
they
But
was not hating
Hold
on
on,
Tank.
let me-
They
let
got
me
paid.
get-
They
let me
didn't
get-
want to call
let me
the
get the
other
Flags
deal.
on
person
the play.
winner, and
Flags
that's
on the
why
play.
they
this
did
is
it.
not a slight to Roach,
Hold
but
on.
you were not gonna win.
He was,
Hold
and
on,
he
let
did
me-
his
let me-
best.
You should be glad you just didn't take that.
Wait,
L.
wait. Quick question. You saying who won?
Roach.
Oh, and you saying Tank won?
Absolutely,
Oh,
It's
okay.
not an
And then
absolute.
it's like absolutely.
The DMV point of view. What did you think about?
And I love Tank. That was
Well, I mean,
for Tank.
one judge actually
hold on.
scored it Tank winning. So
Yeah, he did.
Let me get the DMV point of view.
I don't know.
See, so shit. First of
And
all,
he did it, and that's
First
why.
of all, I'm gonna say that where I'm from in the, you know what I'm saying, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, we got a huge amount of respect for Tank and Roach. You know what I'm saying? So it was an amazing fight. Amazing
yeah.
fight. Me personally, I think that we got to keep in mind that all of this shit is entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? It's a business at the end of the day. So like all of this shit go through Vegas. People putting bets on the fight, woo. People betting for Tank, people betting for Roach. At a certain point, the only way Vegas can run off with the money is to like do some unexpected shit with the plot line. And you see it in the NFL all the time. You see it in the NBA. Like we like to pretend that the shit ain't. You know what I'm saying? A business,
You're right.
but it is. And that's just a preface before me saying what I'm about to say, which is that there's no way that like they would have let Roach win.
Exactly.
Like, and it's not because he didn't win. It's not because he didn't win.
Because not because
It's
he
because
didn't,
like
just because they would have never announced.
there
that
was
and
so
not
much
to
money
Tank
tied
that
in the
over
Tank and his organization and like his money line and blah blah blah.
Would've never
That
done
if Roach wins, a lot of people lose a lot of money. You get what I'm saying? But that's just the business side of it. Like from the boxing side of it, I think that it like that was the closest thing to a real draw that I've ever seen. Like they like it was beautiful. It was a beautiful fight to watch.
Fight.
I can't say that Tank won, but I can't really say that Roach won. But what I
So you
can
agree
say,
with the draw?
no, I think that Roach should have won because Tank took a knee. Is what
But
I
he
think.
didn't take a knee.
He took a knee.
This is my opinion
But
on that.
he had grease.
I believe.
No. It's not even just the grease though.
I
I think like he
believe
really
that, like,
wasn't focused on the fact that you can't take a knee in this fight, like this
You
type of
can't-
fight.
What?
You can't take a knee.
In the
You can't.
what's the name
you
fights
can't
you can
no
take
knee.
you can do that and they don't count down.
Tank is a
What
30-0
fights?
professional
In the,
world championship
what is it?
boxer, bro. He know damn
Right.
well he can't take no
No,
knee.
not
Like you
in the
can't.
professional
They
setting, in the-
they rob Roach because you can't take a knee. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that
And
Tank.
if he would have took it first, then they would have gave that to Tank.
And I'm not saying that Roach outboxed Tank. I'm not saying that Tank
He
outboxed
didn't.
Roach. I'm saying that it was a pretty
But the
even
way that
fight. But he took
your
a knee.
take on it is a little wild though, because you
It
acting
is
Yeah,
like,
because
yeah,
I'll wait.
And like that greasy.
I didn't say that. I said that he didn't win.
Yeah, but-
to me, Roach did not look like the better fighter
Look,
compared to Tank.
I think
like,
it's a very important point to make, brother. Like, niggas be fighting with their whole eye closed.
Yeah.
Niggas be fighting with an ear hanging off, like teeth flying out. So,
Since
like,
when?
To take it, what do you mean?
I'm
Since
saying-
the dawn
All
of
the time.
boxing.
I'm saying in new age boxing, you don't see no shit like that.
Nah,
Just two fights.
Oh, girl just
two
fought with
fights
her
before-
eye hanging off above
Where?
her eyelid. The
Where?
last time
Yeah.
those
Is that
two girls fought, and they
what
kept going.
an unboxing?
Yes,
Oh,
they
I
kept
haven't seen
going.
that.
Yeah,
Her
it looked
eye
like
was
that.
How about
hanging
that?
over her
We were just
eye.
having that conversation how these
In the
new
pre-card-
boxers is different.
in the
No, back in
undercard-
the day.
look,
Yeah,
hanging
it
over
be
her
like
shit,
that.
and She kept
In the
going.
That's
undercard
crazy.
fight before Tank, the nigga,
They should've called that.
the nigga
Company.
J-Rock, his
They
eye was
tried.
swollen shut, and he's still fighting. So it's like, for you to be 30-0 world champion boxer, blah blah blah, you know what I'm saying? And like, you don't got a cut on your face, a bruise on your body, and you taking a knee because you got grease in your eye. I
As
feel
a
like
black
you
girl, though, I
disrespecting
felt
us.
them.
And you a woman. And it's like, for the fact that you being endorsed by women saying like, it's cool, Tank, you had grease in your eye, you took a knee. Boxing is a gladiator sport, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the fact that like your main
Right after a
endorsement,
clean jab.
even in this like small like data pool, even the fact that your only like endorsement is Bodega Body should say
I'm the only endorsement.
for him taking a knee,
Yeah, for him taking it.
No, I wasn't saying that he should have. I was saying in the like non-professional realm, like when they're doing, I forgot what the technical name for it. They can take a knee. They don't start counting.
He's
But
super
he know he in a
professional. Yeah,
professional
he
But
can't
that's
take
why I
no
said
knee.
I think he just wasn't focused for real. Like he was like
Either
talking
way,
and
for whatever
doing all
reason, that
that.
knee should have
He
counted.
wasn't. I watched
Talking to
Tank.
get out his game for sure. But
No, I'm
it
not
didn't.
saying he was talking to. They was talking shit to each other. I'm saying he was talking like to the rep. Like he wasn't focused.
Like
but
saying,
it's
hold
fine.
on.
I'm saying for
Yeah,
whatever
but you
reason he
can't
took the
do
knee.
it.
A knee is a knockdown. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think-
he should have been deducted that point, and that point would have gave Roach the
I
win.
think coming
Yeah,
into this
that's
fight,
true. If they did count that, he would have won. Roach.
I think coming into this fight, Tank knew that Buddy wasn't gonna be easy to beat. Like I feel like they like cousins. They
No,
grew
I
up
think
together.
Yeah, I think they got respect for each other because
Yeah,
they grew
I
up
feel
fighting
like-
each other.
Yeah, I feel like
Like,
they like cousins. They grew up together. So Tank know, like, bro,
Yeah, they know each
he
other.
know me just as much as I know him. So in that
and they
fight,
both wasn't taking no risks. If you look
yeah,
at it,
and so I feel like it was an even fight. Like Tank ain't just whoop him for real. Like,
No, I
I feel
didn't
like
say
I
he
feel
whooped
like
him.
I feel like
Ain't
Tank
nobody
was
whooped
looking
nobody.
like I ain't gonna say he was nervous. He just looked different going it. Like every other fight, I feel like he was
He
talking
got
to
it
him
in the
like
bag.
yeah.
No.
You
With
don't
this
have
one,
a
he
chance.
didn't have that
Yeah.
same energy for real. Like it was kind of
Because
like
it's
But
Roach.
I don't think
you
it's
ain't
Roach. I
that's
just
the
think it's
reaper,
more
bro.
like,
you ain't
again, the
walking
focus
down
is
on Roach
not-
like that.
I
He's
think
not there
Roach's
here.
reach was greater than his, and hence why he got more jabs than Tank. Tank kept having to get those body shots, and I just feel like he obviously knew that going in because what
they
your
did say it was
competitor
supposed to
got,
be
weight
a
and everything.
rematch in the contract though.
Nigga took a knee, bro. That
Like
shit
she
is-
said in
that
the
shit is
beginning, this
flawed.
shit is entertainment and it's politics. Like you give it a draw, you're gonna get a rematch. They both said they wanted to do it again, but you saw in the fight at a couple times, like they tell during the bets, like after certain rounds, what it's gonna be or whatever. But after a certain round, and he seen like he was giving it to him, or like he would normally, those hits would take somebody else out, and Roach was like giving it right back. Then like he kept deafing them up every time they was going to their corners. Like, okay, you
Because it's a
you
respect.
doing your big
Yeah.
one, but he don't do that with nobody else.
because it's genuinely respect.
No, because Roach was giving it to him.
Because they respect each other
He
because they fight
respected
all the
Roach's
time.
fight,
Well,
for sure.
She's really giving this man like he wasn't doing
And
his
I
big
love
one.
Tank. I don't know Roach before this damn fight. I love
Exactly.
Tank, and I'm a Tank fan. That's why I could say it's no bias.
But
behind
that's
it.
why
So Roach
I'm
was giving it
saying
to him.
that you just seen
Yeah,
somebody
that's good, because
keep up with
you
Tank
want
and now
Tank
you're
to
like, oh,
I
he
love
beat
it.
him. Like, nah,
No,
I wasn't
I
giving
didn't see
that.
somebody
Nah,
keep
it
up
was
with
an
Tank. I saw
even
him.
fight.
Yeah,
I do.
But one nigga took a knee.
I am glad
And it was Tank.
that I was able to spark up such a conversation.
I am too.
It's amazing. Speaking of more fights,
Who fighting
they're
now?
calling. Y'all know how they call those. It's the two football players that play for the Eagles. They call them the Exciting Whites. or the grape, something like the Exciting Whites. The one that's
Fellas?
32 and 33.
Never heard.
The one that did a
sit this one out.
what is it called?
Right,
A
I
pick
seen
and
that.
a pick and roll. Is that what they call it?
Pick and roll.
You went 2 different
A
sports.
tip.
Yeah, I was
No.
That's not
It's leading
a-
into something else. Clearly, I'm just saying in general. But moving on to my next point. They're calling.
looking at the comment.
No, they're there.
Go ahead, Asia.
Wait,
Have anybody paid attention to the Alabama Barker and Bad Baby beef?
Yeah.
Wait, does this have to do with the football thing, or are you skipping over the football?
Well,
thing?
no, the football thing was like, because they call these 2 players that play for the Eagles the Exciting Whites because they're 2 white boys that go crazy.
Oh, so you're saying Alabama and Bad Baby?
And now they're calling Alabama Barker and Bad Baby the other Exciting Whites.
Because actually, they were the rap girlies that actually.
Yeah. So anyway, whenever y'all get a second of, maybe a little second of your day.
They're not. The guys are not into it.
But the beef is very interesting.
I don't know what it's about though. Like, when did it start?
They're saying like, oh, Bad Baby. No, there's Bad Baby accused Alabama for sleeping with her baby daddy or some stuff like that, and then it went into a whole diss track. But that's either here or there. That's some more tea for you guys if y'all haven't paid attention.
So wait,
to
who
their
won the
diss track.
beef?
Well, it's 2 sides. People are like, they like Alabama Barker, but then like Bad Baby came out with her beef, and like she had brought up the fact that Travis Porter wanted Kim Kardashian, because he used to be on Kim Kardashian's body hard back in the day, and now he's with her sister. So it was like, oh, you settled for the sister.
Yeah.
Like, so people are, but she put that in her rap. So it's like, you got your mom, you got your stepmama's second hand or something like that. Your daddy got your stepmama's second hand, something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, the beef was cool. People are very much in the middle of who they decide to be.
I swear I was
Baby,
just
catch
about
me
to say
outside.
who.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
catch me
what
outside.
I'm about to say who.
The Catch Me Outside
I think the
Yeah, the Catch Me
Kardashian
Outside-
sister he with better than Kim, ain't she?
Travis
And he with the
Barker's
fine one?
daughter. Who?
He's with
the
Courtney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is kind of wild though. Like,
He wanted Kim Kardashian heavy.
I
That's
wonder.
just back in the day.
Yeah,
But-
but that's
Times
still like I wonder how that is.
Courtney look
That's
good.
weird.
Wait,
though.
he did want her?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
He
That's
been with
14.
Courtney for a while now, right?
Yeah, they had a baby and everything.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But
I mean, it was years later, but still.
he even
weird.
put Kim Kardashian in his book.
So wait, the person you talking about is his daughter?
Yeah, Alabama Barker is his daughter.
She beefing with.
Bad Baby,
Oh.
the Catch Me Outside girl.
I didn't know
So when
that.
when everybody, I mean, honestly, the diss tracks ain't too bad. We've been talking about rap this whole time.
Right,
so I'm
because
saying, like,
Whose
black
side
girlies
you want?
ain't
Say, I mean,
beefing like
you
this.
invested
Damn.
slick, like.
if I had to choose, I'm gonna choose Bad Baby, and I'm gonna just because Bad Baby has never changed for nobody. Even when she was on Dr. Phil and it was Catch Me Outside, she's always been Bad Baby.
Alabama been like that too.
She has, but she was very much, white girl, and then turned to culture vulture a little bit. But they're both culture vultures. So
Just saying, Bad Baby.
She always been like that.
Bad Baby has always been
She's
consistent.
she's never let them
She used to
down.
be like her brother Landon Barker. Like they were more under their dad, but like they still had a little something to them because I mean Travis.
Because they dad
Barker
be
is-
with black people all the
Yeah,
time.
but I mean like it's Travis Barker. So at the end of the
Travis
day,
is
like
good
it's
in that
like
hood. Fuck
they
with
both got a
Travis.
little spicy.
Kudos to the girls for getting in the booth. Get in the booth.
Yeah, no, y'all should definitely take a listen. Honestly, they both went kind of hard.
Courtney Kardashian fire though.
She is.
Shout out to Courtney Kardashian.
And she's natural. We
She
love a
look
natural
good. Yeah,
baddie.
she probably the most fine.
She just
okay.
addressed some rumors
You good right now.
saying that they were saying her son Mason had a baby.
Oh yeah.
out here,
Yeah,
and
we
she
don't-
had to
and I was
address that
like,
shit.
How old is Mason? Because he's like a baby.
15 or
15 or
something.
something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And she was like,
They
I
probably
don't really
getting it
address
in.
I thought he was like 12, but
They're
okay.
probably getting it in.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's some lovely lady
His
that's
life
trying
is
to have
it's
that man's
accessible.
baby.
I just hope that she ain't do all that and he really do got it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll soon find
A
out.
Kardashian baby?
They be lying.
Yeah.
Shit, I wouldn't
He's
put it
a
They got
past
a
him.
big village.
Oh yeah, he's a district,
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
Kardashian.
That's
Yeah,
same
but I mean,
shit.
it's still
Dream is the
Or-
only Kardashian.
very much.
Shit.
Moving along, did you guys hear about the girl that couldn't read or write the whole time she was in
And she
school?
sued?
And
It's
then
so many of these kids that get.
But no,
That's a fact.
they were saying that everything that she turned in, or however she was able to get any of her information, was always through like the talking thing on your phone, and like that's how she did all of her papers. That's how
That
she.
shit don't even be accurate for me.
Well,
ChatGPT?
but they saying that she's gotten to UConn.
What?
Oh really?
Yeah, she's gotten to.
Wait, how she take the
And
SAT
she
then?
still
Exactly,
can't clean
people-
that stuff?
Was she using AI?
I don't got all those answers.
Is she AI?
What I'm saying is that they're saying that she's illiterate. She literally could not read or write. And the whole time she was in high school, she got into UConn. I do not know if she took the ACT or the SAT.
That's what I'm saying.
No
That doesn't-
idea. They're
I ain't gonna lie though.
saying,
If
just
we
proves
had,
my
if
point
we had
that
AI
all
when we
children
was in
are being
school, we
left
probably would've been dumb
behind.
too, though, bro.
but they're
Like,
saying
I know
Yeah.
everything.
some schools don't. You don't have to take the SAT or the ACT. I think Wake Forest. I think you don't have to take the SAT
Did she
or
play
the
a sport?
ACT to get into it. Yeah, it's one of those. It's a lot of big schools
Really?
that you don't
I
have
don't
to take
think
the.
it's
Look, we've been out the game
No.
for so long.
Yeah.
No, it really is.
Right.
No, it really is a lot of schools where you don't have to take. It's more so about like what you took in school. If you took a lot of AP classes, what your GPA looks like. It's like they go based off of that, and sometimes they have their own personal test that they have you take instead of the SAT because like it's certain schools that do that. So that she got into UConn, yeah, she is suing the school whatever. But people are saying, well, you need to sue your parents because why haven't
No.
they
What is she
done
doing?
your-
I say kudos to her.
Because she didn't learn
Yeah,
how to
she's
read and write.
suing
But I say
Yeah,
kudos
she's
to her
learning.
because she tried. It's people reading that can read and write and still failing.
But what does it have to do with suing?
I'm saying like, what is she suing for?
That's what I'm saying. She's suing the school district because they didn't teach her nothing. They didn't
Oh,
teach her how to read and write.
yeah,
For the people who
kudos to her.
said sue the parents, sue the parents for what?
program
Yeah,
because
I'm like-
being that
Why
they
would she sue
doing
her
this-
parents?
There's no child left behind, like, but they said kids are really being left behind.
They really
like,
are.
Yeah, the
That shit's
teachers
not
need to
helping
get
her.
Leaving
behind.
them alone, and it's crazy. I told y'all that time I was subbing, and it
I mean,
was
her
a
parents
fourth
ain't shit
grader that
either,
was writing
but
D's
who
is
sues
B's
their
and
parents?
B's is
I mean, if your
Like,
parents
bro,
send you to
That's
school,
crazy.
you're in fourth grade. You don't know a B from a D and a D
Yeah.
from a B.
Girl, my
So
1-year-old know what B and D.
Well,
shout out to Aura.
moving on to my next point or my next topic. I don't know. Y'all don't be paying attention to a lot of stuff. That's why I'm clearly the tea sipper. But
Clearly.
Halle Berry, did y'all see Halle Berry?
Oh, kiss that
Kiss.
that
Yeah, she
nigga.
got her lick back.
Oh, so you seen it?
I did.
Yeah,
but-
it was on- it was on Instagram.
No,
What
I
happened?
didn't see it. I actually
I
watched
have
the
the,
news.
I
She
have
got
the
a
video
link
right
back.
here.
What you mean she got a
So
link
there was
back?
the award
Tell them what
shows.
happened.
There
Well,
was
back in the day.
Back in the day, Halle Berry and what's his name? Adrian Brody. They were at an award show and they kissed on stage and stuff like that. And neither one of them had anybody. So she seen him on the red carpet and she walked up to him and looked at his wife and said, "I got to do this real quick," and
And
took
got
him
licked back.
and kissed him
I was wondering
Got
in the
licked back for
mouth.
what?
And his wife
Got
was
a
like
lick back for
married
what?
for
She
them.
was
Yeah,
What,
she
what,
was.
what,
Got her
why?
lick
I
back
mean,
for
Wait,
what?
I'm confused.
yeah, that's
So
what
back
I'm
in
saying.
the
Like,
day,
for what?
he kissed her. They were hosting the Oscars.
Yeah.
And he kissed her on stage.
Oh,
like,
like-
in front of everybody.
But she didn't.
And it
Oh, it wasn't
wasn't planned?
mutual.
It wasn't planned.
It wasn't.
Oh,
So
like it
he
she said
kissed
she
her.
been waiting for years to do that, to be able to do that again. So they were back at the Oscars on the red carpet. She seen them and immediately.
and just like
So
oh,
were
it's
they
like,
both single when he did that?
Yeah, they were both single.
I
So
don't
you
know
did
that
that
for a
when
fact.
this man got a wife?
No,
Yeah,
that's
no
the
wife
fact.
was for it.
No, that was the
Yeah,
fact.
he
They
did that
were-
with a white woman
they-
though.
Yeah, and she
white.
see,
And she probably wasn't for it. She
Still.
probably just
She
was like, what's she supposed to
right
do?
there.
Because you know how to
Y'all not in no movie scene?
Halle
What's
Berry
happening?
do not want him. And I think she knows.
It's
that.
like, what
But
you
it's
supposed
still
to do
an
though?
appropriateness
But she
that
kissed
Yeah,
back.
it's like,
Wait, what?
She felt.
But everybody, I feel
And
like
then-
if you're into like that scene, that iconic moment from back in the day. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't think
being
nobody took
married
offense
is
to
still
it that
yeah, I'm
day.
just saying, I don't know if his
Today.
wife was just
being
all
married
for that,
and
though.
saying to the wife, hold on real quick.
Let's ask this married man right
What's-
here.
where's-
Or maybe not. Let's not even open
Hold on,
that
hold on.
can.
Excuse
let's
me,
take
where's
pause
my
real
camera?
quick.
Because what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like, we are making that
Let's ask
okay
this
because
married
they're
man
actors.
right here. If you was in a situation like that where a woman kissed
wife
you,
is black.
like it was a big. I know. I'm just
Exactly.
saying.
I mean, that
how do
answer
you
right
think
there.
your wife would have reacted?
The Oscars would be over.
Yeah, she ain't going.
Like a black woman.
Yeah.
Ain't no Oscars.
So, yeah,
Ain't no red carpet.
He
So
kissed
is
her
there
back.
any correlation to like Beyonce dancing like with Terrence Howard that way when she's married to
That's
Jay-Z?
literally
I'm sure Jay-Z went
entertainment.
upside her head.
They
and
wasn't
like
married. Was they
that.
married? Either way, it doesn't matter.
What's the difference?
That's
No,
literally
entertainment.
entertainment.
Hold on.
This
No,
is a red carpet. They're
hold on.
not in a movie scene. They are on the red carpet about to go into an award show. Y'all
Y'all
not
was at an
acting?
award show. That wasn't in a movie. She danced with him on show like a
She
performance.
did pull him out of
Was,
stage.
yeah, was she married
Out
at
the
the
crowd.
They were on
She was with
stage.
Jay-Z at the time. It don't matter.
No,
if married or
married
not.
matters.
No, she was with him, and
That
everybody
don't-
know this is
It
Jay-Z
don't
and
matter.
Beyonce.
It doesn't matter. They were on stage performing. Like that's
They were on
different.
stage years ago when they kissed, and she was just getting her lick back. I'm just trying to say, what is the difference? It's entertainment.
I don't think it's a difference.
Well, you know, if
I
his
don't
wife,
either.
I
if
think
his
all
wife
that
doesn't
shit
have a problem with it,
disrespectful.
cool.
All of
She was
it.
clapping for them.
Right, we
Speaking
can move
of-
on because I ain't caping for
Speaking
no white
of-
woman.
You know Lala, how she be
No,
all
I
on
think the clap was.
power
I think she was
and
highly
Mello and the
entertained.
son.
Like, oh, Halle Berry's kissing.
Keon, he going to
That's why I said we
Syracuse.
had talked about on the
It's
news.
like that
That's
shit is
where I
fucked
seen it.
up.
Yeah,
I don't know if
we
brought
can
that
go
up,
on because
but
I ain't caping for no
I
white
feel like
woman.
that's relevant some kind of
She
way.
don't care. I don't either.
Nah, white women. I don't
God damn.
Y'all
Y'all are
What
actually
else, Tisa?
hilarious. I think I had one more. I cannot find it.
Well, since talk about award shows while you're looking for that. Did y'all watch the Grammy?
Nobody-
I watched
nobody
a little
watches
bit of
it.
It was
watched
actually
it.
really good.
They did pretty okay. I wasn't mad at it at all.
Never watched the
I
Grammys.
ain't watch it.
BET Awards.
Is that all? Is that all that you have? Or-
Yeah.
Shout
I
out to
can't-
Zoe Saldana for winning that Oscar.
Oh, they're actually the last thing I was gonna talk about was I could talk about the gorgeous dog situation, but I'm gonna talk about Jello.
Oh yeah, talk about it. Okay, go ahead.
Jello.
Because I don't know
We
what it
do
is,
gotta
so I
wrap
need
it
to
up
get
soon,
count.
though, so talk about
Okay. Well, really quickly, opinion on Jello. Do you feel like he
Who's
Jello Ball?
Oh,
Like
Jello.
Swerve in the corner.
Like Swerve.
You gotta say real names around here. 'Cause
Jello Ball. He was with Miss Nikki Baby. If you don't know, she was on Love and Hip Hop. I don't know which part. I don't know which one, but she was on Love and Hip Hop.
Hollywood.
Hollywood. Yeah, they love some Miss Nikki Baby. She got her own. She's her own billionaire.
She's a billionaire?
Millionaire.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. But she's her own millionaire. LeVar Ball. Speaking of him, he got his leg amputated. Sorry to him.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
dang.
Damn, what?
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Like
Yeah.
That was
off?
recently?
yeah. Like
One-
half of it.
Like, did
Not
something
the
happen,
whole
or he
knee.
just, like
Like
got
over,
sick or
like
something?
under the knee. Over the knee.
They right over it.
LeVar?
I'm not sure what happened, but he
Yeah,
did.
they were saying he it was some type of, I don't want to say it was diabetes,
What, he got
but
the
it was
gout?
like something close to something
Oh, really?
in the
Oh,
body
wow.
to where it had to be.
Damn.
It was
Man.
probably like 2 weeks ago.
Dang.
Always
Fairly
the good
new.
brothers, man.
Dang.
But yeah, LeVar Ball, he loved him some Miss Nikki Baby. He used to gloat about her a lot. Like, he loved them together. But I sent y'all the podcast that it was a Jason
Yes.
podcast where Miss Nikki Baby and LiAngela Ball was on there, and he was talking about marriage, and Nikki was like, yeah, it's gonna come, and blah blah blah. And honestly, LiAngela was sitting in the corner, kind of like, yeah, it might. But honestly, in my head, I was like, he's not gonna marry her. And then later on, she said he left his family for another woman, and people were like blaming this woman, and they were basically saying like, oh, she broke the family up and blah blah blah.
That's why LiAngelo.
Yeah, and he said they're saying that he got this other girl pregnant.
Because he got 2 young babies with her.
Yeah, he just,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
their
I didn't
last
know none
baby
of
was
this.
just born December 3rd, of 2024. So fresh new baby. Miss Nikki Baby was going off on Instagram, saying like different stuff and calling a girl older than her and all this other stuff or whatever. And he wasn't saying anything, so he decided to just post the girl on his Instagram. Like, he just was like, worse. Yeah, like, it was very much a slap in Nikki's face, but it was also like the girl was kind of coming back, but it was like, I mean, you can't really say anything once he posts her on his Instagram. Like, he was like,
When
you
you
know
said
what?
the girl was coming back, what you
Like, she was kind of coming back to Nikki, like, saying like,
Clapping back.
Yeah, clapping back type of thing. Like, you don't know what you're talking about and all this stuff or whatever. And I wasn't the reason why your family broke up and all these things or whatever. And he just decided to post that.
But I didn't see Nikki saying nothing about her. I saw Nikki saying stuff about him.
No, she was, but
she
then
was?
there was
Okay.
some. She was doing both.
Okay.
She started off with him, and then when the girl responded, that's when she was going kind of back and forth with the girl.
Because you shouldn't address me. But I feel it.
Yeah, well,
Because you said he was single, technically.
no,
No, they just weren't married.
They just weren't
Oh,
married.
oh.
But they, I mean, they say if you're not married, then you could be single. But
I don't know why.
at the end of the
Try it
day,
if you want to.
we know who that's for. But they are saying that LiAngelo is in the wrong and he shouldn't have left his family. He called his kids young niggas. Talking about son.
What?
I'm in my young niggas. Yeah, he was on a podcast and they were like, so like, you
Just
know,
like a
you left
YN.
they were like, you left your kids or something. He was like, nah, they my young niggas. Like, I'm still in their life type shit. Like, it was very much.
How old are the kids?
One is 2 or 3,
One
and
is a
the
few
other
months.
one is 2, just turned 3
He
months.
just rock with his kids that much.
Yeah, them is young niggas.
Like,
for
yeah,
real.
they just his
them
pops.
He just don't know no better. You know what he meant.
Like,
how it is.
I don't
I'm
think
with
he
my
meant
kids
it in
every
a
day.
dis-
That's
I
how
don't
it
think
is
he
when
meant it
you're
in a
young
disrespectful
dad.
way.
No,
That's how
I
you
don't
talk
think
about
he
the
did
kids
either.
when
I
you're
was
Because
young.
Ivy really my dog. Like,
Yeah.
that's
But you
that's my
said, but you
dog.
didn't call her your young nigga though.
Oh, that's a
I mean,
girl.
she a girl.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the
Okay.
last one he just had was a girl.
That's a girl.
Yeah, that was
What'd you say?
I said, I don't think you'll call your son that.
His young nigga, like, why wouldn't he?
Nah, possibly. Because I say nigga a lot. So
YNs,
But both of y'all
YNs.
have daughters, and neither one of y'all are calling her your young nigga.
But he has a
My
daughter.
daughter,
and he
my
called
dog
her.
though. Like that's my
Yeah,
focus.
that's
Your
what-
dog
that's-
and your young nigga is clearly two different things. But
she's not
Nonetheless,
no
I don't say.
nigga.
I wouldn't say my young nigga. I just like that's my nigga. Like I say, I be my nigga. But
would you say that on a podcast? Would you say like, yeah, I be
if she's a little older,
I
yeah.
can see T saying that.
I mean, I get it.
If she's a little older, possibly, yeah.
It's insane. But nonetheless, that was my tidbit of tea. Thanks for sipping with me.
Let's
Yeah.
send a little prayer up from Nikki to get through that postpartum because I know
Let's
she
pray
going
for that
through
nigga
it.
leg, bro.
Yeah.
Because she has a 2 months old. How old is that baby?
She just turned 3 months.
That is crazy. I was like, that's
Crazy. When I saw it on Twitter, I had to go look. I'm like, dang, is this a fake picture? Because he was in a wheelchair.
That's wild,
Have
yeah.
y'all seen that freaky ass shit on Zeus with Erica Mena?
Yeah.
That shit-
those guys
I don't be
died.
watching.
Yeah, the one with the
Died.
lights. There's a guy on
On
there
the
that
show?
passed away.
They died last
He
year.
was actually
a porn star.
a veneer technician. Is what he. Y'all
Was
didn't
he?
see that. Y'all didn't see that
He
viral
was,
thing
yeah.
going around
He
where
was
he
a
was like,
veneer
where there was like, it's a whole bunch of things that was going around about veneer technicians
He
getting
was
there.
one of them.
Child, I
Their
stumbled across it
certificates.
and
He was one of them. And then next thing you know, he kind of went viral. Then he passed away. I think he got shot.
Man.
No, that's tough. I be
Yeah.
seeing the plumber.
No, I didn't actually.
Well,
You talking about the one with the dreads, the
well.
porn star?
the
Yeah.
pretty one.
Yeah.
Porn star.
He's a porn star too.
Goodness gracious.
Well, we appreciate all the tea that we have gotten tonight.
Yeah.
We thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the VoiceIt podcast. We appreciate our brother Waz coming through
Appreciate y'all
on
having
this
me.
season. Any more words before we close?
Well, of course, we want you guys to check out his new project.
Oh yeah,
Until
let
We
him know the name
Foreclose
one more time.
3.
Until We Foreclose 3. All streaming services. Look up Wise, WI$E.
Where can they follow you? You just said
Oh, no. Follow me at Enterprise Wise on Instagram. No.
Anything to look forward to?
What to look forward to? A
Well,
lot
you
of
got some
stuff.
challenges to
I
me.
feel like it's just stay tuned. You said what?
So you got some challenges to me.
Yeah. Nah. I've been
You
challenged.
did
and
say you had
whatnot.
something coming though, right?
I always got something coming. I mean.
Well, you just dropped it.
Yeah, I just say we focus on that for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you ain't answered a question earlier. Any kids on the way? Is that in the near future? Can we expect
Hey,
that?
chill.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when the time
When
is
the
right.
time is
Yeah,
right.
The time
when
is
the
right.
you
I
know.
love it. Well, we wish y'all the best. Thank you for
Yes,
coming.
congratulations.
For sure.
Thank you.
And as
Black
always,
excellence.
That's right.
we thank you guys for tuning in.
Free the guys.
And until next time,
We need a tagline. That's not loud.
We got a couple.
we'll talk.
We'll talk.
Get in on the sponsors.
Oh yeah, hey, shout out my sponsors, you know what I'm saying? 10 Toes LLC. We still live? Shout out, hey, Coach T's, Yo Place, Strawberry Mango Delight, go get that, you know what I'm saying? All your local Harris Teeter's, Food Lion, grocery stores, you know what I'm saying? Wherever you be at. And what else I got on? Oh, shout out my, hey, Stay Alias, .LLC on Instagram. Shout out my sponsors, you know what I'm saying? For the 10 Toes. Here we out, we'll talk. Yeah, Yo Play Yoga.